My main goal is to not fall on my face. I want to do this challenge later on against the pros.
Ready? Go!
This looks easy, but very little actually went to plan that day.
I had the hopes of going to bed before or like at 10 because tomorrow's shoot is going to be the earliest I've ever done. It starts before 9 a.m. and it's a 1.5 hour drive to get there. Oh my gosh.
Just in February of 2024, the World Championships were held right here. And here I'll get to learn the sport. Really looking forward to it. So let's go.
My goal in this series is to try every Olympic and Paralympic sport. Today, we're trying speed skating.
Oh my gosh, this is freaking huge. I mean, I knew that in theory, but holy smoke. That looks so smooth. I have a phenomenal athlete to teach me all of her tricks, and I'm really looking forward to meeting her. She's already waiting for us. Let's go over to her.
My pro coach today is none other than Maira Jasch. She is one of the up-and-coming speed skaters in Germany. She's gone to World Cups, World Championships, European Championships, you name it, and I get to train with her.
Hi.
Maira.
Catiana, thank you so much for showing me the way today. I'm really looking forward to seeing if it's as easy as it looks. I don't think so.
No, it's not. I'm really sorry to say that, but
Darn it.
everyone is always saying it's looking easier than it is. And the really hard thing is to get coordination and the arms and the leg movement.
Unlike usually, we didn't get to connect before the shoot, and because this ice time is less than 2 hours, we won't have time for her training and for her to coach me. So instead, her father Helge, who was also there, decided he would bring me into the sport, and he himself is none other than the former national coach. So let's see. But before we get started, we need to learn all of the rules. Athletes of the OG Olympic sport are known for their power, technique, endurance, and speed. They often accelerate up to 31 miles per hour. In speed skating, races take place on a 400-meter oval track, just like in athletics. Skaters must stay in their assigned lanes, switching lanes at designated crossover points to ensure equal distance. Besides lane infringements, false starts, impeding or kicking your opponent, and cutting curves will also lead to warnings or disqualification. The competitors' times are measured down to the thousandths of a second, if necessary, and finishes are determined by the blade tip crossing the line first.
Okay, it's not half bad.
Whilst Maira is training, hopefully getting a little tired, I'll try to get the basics down so we can actually have enough time for a competition.
Anzuschieben, beim Rollerfahren. Einfach nur mit einem Bein. Catiana, ich lasse dich mal eine Runde fahren.
So I've gone around once. It wasn't half bad, and it's so much harder than it looks. Like, you kind of feel like you are gliding, but you have to do something the entire time to like keep momentum. And like with these things, they're like helpful, but also make it complicated at the same time. Okay, on to round 2. My main goal is to not fall on my face and to kind of get a bit more speed, because I want to do this challenge later on against the pro, so I need to be a little bit faster.
Wenn du mal so ein bisschen nach vorne gehst, sodass du merkst, okay, jetzt habe ich Druck in den Ballen, dann gehst du wieder dahin, guckst mal, ich habe Druck in der Ferse, so gleitest du und drückst dann im Prinzip zur Seite weg.
So sounds so much easier than it is.
Und dann machst du hier die Ellbogen in die Hüftbeuge, du machst den Oberkörper so tief und tust die Arme auf den Rücken. Aber immer trotzdem zur Seite.
Also so, dass es dann wirklich abdrückt.
Ja, das ist ja deshalb passt ja die Klappschuhe.
In most winter sports, you can't actually point your toes, but in a sport where you want to sprint, that's quite important. So ever since the 90s, the shoes come undone purposefully.
Holding this position is so exhausting. My back's already starting to ache. It's been like 5 minutes on ice at this point. Oh, geez. Maybe I underestimated it.
Olympic speed skating is one of the oldest winter Olympic sports, debuting at the inaugural Winter Games in 1924 in Chamonix, France. And there's actually live footage of it. Speed skating remains a cornerstone of the Winter Olympics and has been included at every Olympic Winter Games, dating back to that very first edition. Speed skating traces back to 13th century Scandinavia, where skating evolved as a means of winter travel. Organized speed skating competitions, however, began in the 19th century, culminating in the establishment of the International Skating Union in 1892. Women's events, however, were only included as a demonstration sport at Lake Placid in 1932, and it wasn't until Squaw Valley in 1960 that women's speed skating became Olympic.
Okay.
Nimm mal deine Hand, dann kannst du dich ein bisschen jetzt nach rechts, häng dich rein. So.
Oh, that's so hard.
Ja, jetzt bleib, das ist.
Okay, so now we're going to try this again. I'm trying to go a little bit faster each time. It is so hard to keep your balance and just know where you're at. And like, especially the curves, like I don't have the technique down whatsoever. And I don't think I will for quite some time, but let's try to get this going. I just don't know how to like drive these curves. Like, I've been told like technically how it's supposed to work, but that doesn't mean I can do it. Oh, it's so hard. It's kind of annoying actually, but I'm gonna keep trying. We're pushing off every time. This is so wobbly.
I have to admit, I thought it was going to be a lot easier, but it was so much harder than I expected. And with the time crunch and not getting the curves right, and this, I just needed something to be a little good at.
Next up, we're going to learn how to do a proper start. And that's probably the only thing I'm going to be good at, because it's kind of like starting in athletics, so
Ja.
I might have an advantage more this year.
Yeah, the problem with most is coordination. So
Yeah, that's going to be
how
the
you
issue.
can control your power.
Okay. Now we're going to do the same thing at the line, where you're actually supposed to do it, so let's see if I can do it there. Okay, so starting behind this line and then onto that one. Okay.
Start.
That wasn't half bad. I'm pretty proud of that one actually. As soon as I get going, I'm like, what the heck am I doing? Other than that, it looks cool. And I have to compete against her later on. Let's see if my start's gonna be good enough. So now you're done with your practice, and next up we have our challenge. But before that, I'm going to hope to get a disadvantage for you, an advantage for me. Otherwise, she'll just win. You're gonna get 5 questions from me, and each one that you answer incorrectly, you get a 5-second disadvantage. The first question is, what's the women's world record over the 500?
And speed skating.
Yes, in speed skating.
37.2.
Oh, that's enough. Okay, the actual record is 36.36, but we're gonna have that count. The next one is, when was the Olympic debut for speed skating?
1980s? No. I say 1913.
Incorrect. What are 2 of the 3 things that athletics and speed skating have in common?
The track length.
The track length is 1, yes.
Then the start.
Darn it, you're so good! Name 3 out of the 5 sports that were part of the modern Olympics since the very start.
Well, track and field. Swimming.
That's 2? Oh no!
And fighting, no? Like something like similar to kickboxing or something like that?
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
No, that's incorrect. Last question. How many winter sports have I tried in my series Unlocked so far?
5?
3 is the right answer. So I get a 15-second bonus because she answered 2 out of the 5 answers correctly, which is good for me. I would have hoped for a little bit more.
They're getting ready to prep the ice for the next training group, but this should leave us with just enough time to get this 500-meter race started.
Go to the start. Ready? Go!
Een ijshockeyist hebben.
Achtung an alle aktiven Betreuer, es wurden keine Eisgeräte. Bitte verlassen Sie die Eisbahn und vergessen Sie Attention physical selectors and not coaches. Now ice preparation. Please leave the ice rink and don't forget to take away your personal things. Thank you.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that was so hard. Ah. Oh yeah, wait. That's so bad. Glückwunsch.
Yeah. Look at your start, and you were so explosive the first time.
Yeah, the start was good, but everything else was horrible.
You were so explosive. You can definitely see that you're a sprinter.
It just looked so good when you like swept past me. I was like, that's
you.
fast.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. It's like catching my breath. I expected her to win, but I didn't expect her to win by this much of a landslide despite her like having a disadvantage. I'm so glad I did this challenge. I think it's a really fun sport. It's a lot harder than it looks. And I can't even imagine doing anything longer than 500 because That hurt. Oh my gosh. Oh.